What's up, you guys? It's Steph, and welcome back to my channel, where today we are here to talk about Breaking Order by Catherine Kampf. Now, Catherine sent me a copy of her book in exchange for an honest review, which I've already reviewed it on Amazon and Goodreads, which I will link my reviews down below. I'm going to read you my review, though, in this, so if you don't want to read it, that's okay, but if you do, they're down below. But in a bit, I'll be reading you that. In the meantime, let's keep talking about the book and the stuff leading up to this. Now, I was already pretty excited to read this book based off of the description given, and just look how pretty it is, honestly. And then when it got here, I was really excited because she signed it and she sent me this really rad little bookmark featuring one of the characters and a quote from one of the characters. I love the splatter color on it. And it's just so rad. She's such a sweetheart, honestly, and I'm really thankful for that. The world of Breaking Order is a world in which all dreams, creativity, and magic are banned, and they're called radical ideology, and they can get you in some pretty serious trouble. Everything is orderly and in place. Clothing is pretty gray and set, dead set. You have to wear this uniform, my dude, set. To prevent dreams, there's even a serum that you're supposed to drink before you go to sleep to help you prevent nothing. You just go to sleep and wake up like, whoa, that was, you ever have those sleeps where you go to sleep and then it's like a blink and you wake back up and you're like, no, it's morning. I assume it's kind of like that. I say assume as if I didn't read the book. I did, but just trying to picture a dreamless sleep, that's what I always think of. I remember having one of those when I was really little, and I actually got into an argument with my dad that I did not sleep, I still needed to sleep, stop lying to me. I was a fun child. The concept and idea of this book was really interesting, and I really loved it. However, there were some downsides to this book that I'm going to talk to you about here. Pretty much, I kind of hit them in my written reviews, but I'm just kind of hit them again here, and I feel really bad because the author is very nice. The story was really interesting, but I do have criticisms, and I feel really bad because, like I said, she's really nice, and we're just gonna get through this. First, before we do that, before we get to the bad stuff, let's talk about 8 Little Pages, because they are the ones who did the cover design, and I'm assuming because they also do these where they did like the interior like chapter design, which it's so freaking pretty. I love 8 Little Pages' work. They always put out such quality stuff, and this is no exception. The purple gradients and like all the colors are just absolutely beautiful, and I love it. Getting back to the story, though, there were parts that were kind of predictable. I don't want to say because of spoilers, but when you're reading, you can really pick up on some things that may not have been meant to be foreshadowing, but it just kind of made some certain aspects predictable, and My biggest issue with the story was that it was really fast-paced. It moved really fast, like emotions went by really fast, conversations happened really fast, decisions were made really fast. It was a bit jarring to me how quickly some of these things moved on. And this is a 244 page book, but I just felt like things went so freaking fast. That kind of stunted my enjoyment of this book, just because it felt like some certain reactions to some things weren't taken into full effect because of how quickly we moved past it and moved on to the next thing. And sometimes it would still blend into the next thing, but it was quickly forgotten, and it was just kind of irritating and jarring to me. Sometimes I had to reread things to make sure I was reading things right because of just how fast it moved on from one thing to another. That part kind of jarred me. Personally, I feel like this book is more targeted towards the tween category and right before young adult, kind of middle grade maybe. Maybe not, there's some violence in here. But it feels like it's targeted towards a younger audience, and I just gave it to my little sister to check out. She's about 12, 13. She's really enjoying it. I say it like I don't know her actual age. Do I? You'll never know. She's seeming to enjoy it, so personally, I feel like it's targeted towards the younger audience. I don't know. I still really thought it was interesting. It's just, I really did enjoy the description of sheet music in here, because like I said, creativity, arts, all this stuff is banned. So when the main character comes across it, doesn't immediately know what it is, like, has to describe it as what it is. I believe it was described as tulips with little stems poking up. I really enjoyed that description. I thought it was really funny. As someone who grew up playing trumpet, being in bands, that was just a really fun description of sheet music to me. Like I said at the beginning of this video, I am going to read my reviews that I posted on Amazon and Goodreads, It's the same review. I usually do that. Sometimes I'll add a couple things on one thing, but usually it's the same review on both sites. And I'm just gonna read it for you right now. I'm giving this book 3.5 stars. I love the concept of a world without dreams of creativity. It's a type of future dystopia that is both horrifying and intriguing to consider. It was a very interesting story concept, but parts of the story's execution confused me and felt rushed at times. The pacing is quite fast, and I found myself having to reread parts to make sure I understood what happened. I feel like this book is directed more at tween than the young adult. My younger sibling is enjoying it. I think it's definitely worth checking out if you enjoy works in the dystopian sci-fi genre. If this genre is your jam, you'll probably really enjoy this book. Sometimes dystopia is a hit and miss for me. This kind of felt like an eh. I did enjoy it, but like I said, there were some parts that made it really hard. It might just be me personally as a reader that found it kind of difficult at some points and just feeling too fast. I read another story in the past where otherwise it was great, but I felt like some things were really rushed and some things just happened so quickly and then just brushed over. I've had that before, and this is kind of it again. It wasn't the same genre. It was sci-fi, but not like this. It has more fantasy elements and some dystopia because of the futuristic time period that this takes place in. But I'm torn between liking this book and being on the border of I really don't know. I think pacing is just the biggest issue for me. But you guys should check it out if you want to figure out for yourselves, because this is the first book in a series. Does a pretty good setup for what could happen in the future. I don't know what'll happen, honestly. It kind of leaves it kind of open, like, ooh, well, you know what the next plot will be, because, but it's like, ooh, what's gonna happen? What kind of things will happen? It was a really interesting closing chapter, and yeah. If you want to check out this book, I will link it down on Amazon below. When I'm filming this, it's $10.99, I believe, but you never know how long it'll last, so go check it out. Thank you again, Catherine Comp, for sending me a copy of your book. I did enjoy it. These are some of the criticisms I have, and you asked for an honest review, so I'm sorry if I sound really mean. It was really nice for you to even send me this book and to ask for my opinion, so I hope I don't sound mean when I'm just, nitpicking things. I think that's all I've got for you guys today. I just wanted to really quick talk about, I can't get to book, I just really quick wanted to talk about Breaking Order by Catherine Comp, and yeah. If you want to see the last book review I did, which was Catching Stars by Kayla Keenan, it's amazing, by the way. You can check it out right here. If you'd like to see another cool, fun bookish review I did where I made outfits out of book covers, based on book cover aesthetics, I'd like to do one for this one. Check it out right here. If you want to subscribe, my face will be right here, and there's also the button down below where you can hit the bell icon to be notified when I post new videos on Wednesdays, and Fridays. That's all I've got for you guys today. I hope you have a lovely day / night, and I'll see you later.